Hello my Legion modders and welcome to another type mask video, and this time it will be the number 6. Number 6, the clown from Slipknot. As you can see, what you need is just old mask and a foam head. After that, just a packaging tape and a lot of glue and spread it all over the surface. That's the main point because we will edit my old t-shirt for the base, and after that just like all on my mask already, just put the paper mache or paper strips on it, and here you can see how I gluing it together to the base, the old t-shirt. After the cloth, I just cut out the base of the mask with a knife and cut through the lot of tape, and for the old t-shirt I must get through it, and that will be my base for the mask itself. Now here you can see that I used a lot of paper mache to be really hard as always. Not at all what you mean, hey? And just here you can see how I cut the eye out with a sharp knife because I need something to see, right? The main thing what is missing for our clown is super glue. Just kidding. I mean, yeah, super glue for the great hold of his nose. As you can see, it's just made from tape and paper glue to shape it like a nose. And of course, the last adjustment is the mouth. I mean, mouth shape. I just made it with dry clay because I don't have like a putty or other than this, and this looks and works pretty easy, and it's really easy to shape. As you can see, we just need a glue or water and just shape it with our fingers, just like with the real one masks made with clay. So that's it, and with the step is almost finished. And of course the nose was just isn't complete, so I again added a few layers of tape, I mean the paper mache, and I used glue, just a PVA glue, and my fingers to shape it around the nose because it looks cool. And finally, here you can see the final look of the mask, all in the paper mache, and I just use sanding papers, sticks to kinda smooth the finish out, but it is hard because it's just, PVA glue is gloss, the shape isn't perfectly smooth, so I just tearing the paper mache off, and that isn't good for the mask, but I just tried with the paper sticks. And of course I must use a brute force, and the brute force is my handy tool with RPM, and here you can see I just use the sanding stick on it to kinda smooth out the mouth shape, and as you can see it's just burning the paper mache from the heat, but it kinda makes the job. And of course I used the brute force with thinner to just clean the mask from the debris, from the fingerprints and from the dust. And of course I use later just brush with a lot of thinner to clean the mask to better hold the color. After the cleaning I just start spraying the mask with a primer from Gunze and I use my airbrush Fengda BD130 with 0.3mm nozzle. And as you can see, I used a lot of layers to perfect coverage properties. After the base coat, I start spraying the main coat, and that is the gloss black color. And again, I use my airbrush Fengda BD130 with 0.3mm nozzle. As you can see, the covering and the spraying is pretty nice and cool. Just again from the bland gray color, just start looking great with a black color. And that is, I think I used Revel or maybe Gunze or Tamiya color, I'm not sure, because this video was recorded like a few years ago, so I'm not really sure. After the main coat, I start painting with brush the mouth area with a red color, with really bright red color, to see the clown shine through the black outside of the mask. And again, I use a few layers because the color is a little bit more transparent than it used to be. And the main goal of this mask, it is like a broken mirror. So, for imitation, I used a can pieces. For the mirror effect, as I said, I use just the can pieces and gluing it with a super glue for good hold. And as you can see, I just adjustment the position with a tweezer. For hold on my head, I just use hot paste, hot glue gun stick, and I use just a elastic strap to go around the head. And with this step is my mask finished, and here you can see the final look of it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and we will see in the next diorama video. Stay tuned. Bye bye.